Now for reaction from the Obama camp, Senator Claire McCaskill, also of Missouri. She's with us right now. I've got to ask you the same question. Having been a new senator, do you think we need a vice president of the United States with more clout in the U.S. Senate?
No, and I was confused by Governor Palin's answer on that the Constitution gave her extra powers as vice president. I wasn't sure what she was referring to, and I was getting this uneasy feeling that she was going in the mold of Dick Cheney. But, you know, Chris, what was really amazing tonight is that Sarah Palin was never able to say how John McCain was different than George Bush as it relates to policies. Not one difference in economic policies, not one difference in foreign policy, not one difference in a worldview. And by the way, there was a huge opening there. So if there were any differences, you'd think we would have heard about them. But there were no specifics about any differences between George Bush and John McCain. So they were looking back, because looking back is like looking forward if you're going to get John McCain.
Did she show any lack of knowledge?
Well, it was interesting to me that she decided not to answer a lot of the questions. She completely skipped what her Achilles heel might be. She completely skipped what triggers would you look for some kind of violation in terms of use of a nuclear weapon. There were just some questions she decided, I'm going to ignore that question and go somewhere else, which I think was a little disconcerting, and especially her lack of specifics. There was very little specifics, and she couldn't rebut Joe Biden's very factual recitation of John McCain's record. How has John McCain voted? He has not been a maverick in the way he's voted for the middle class, for public education, or for foreign policy.
Okay, thank you, Senator Claire McCaskill, Missouri.